The Declaration of Independence was a document that declared the 13 colonies of America as an independent country from Great Britain. The American people stood proud under their new official flag. The 13-star flag was designed by Francis Hopkinson, as well as more known Betsy Ross. Each star and stripe represented a colony that was protected under the Declaration. The establishment of this document happened in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The independence was formally declared on July 2, 1776, a date that John Adams believed to be the most memorable epoch in the history of America. On July 4, 1776, Congress approved the final text of the Declaration. It wasn't until August 2, 1776, that it was formally signed by 56 representatives from all 13 colonies. Some included Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Edward Rutledge, and John Hancock, whose signature is now very well known, stretching 5 inches long. The states involved were also known as the first 13 colonies. These states made up Congress. Congress at the time was in charge of selecting their own members to be in a committee. This committee was in charge of writing the Declaration. The committee composed of Thomas Jefferson, Roger Sherman, Benjamin Franklin, Robert R. Livingston, and John Adams. The committee appointed Thomas Jefferson to produce the first copy of the document. He turned it over to Adams, and then Franklin, and then to the other remaining members of the committee. This group then made 47 changes to the Declaration before turning it into Congress. Congress then made 39 more revisions after the initial 47, so in the end the draft in comparison to the final had 86 changes. Not only was Congress and the committee important at this time, but so was philosopher and political theorist John Locke. He developed a lot of the groundwork for the Enlightenment. He made important contributions to the development of classical liberalism. His political theory regarding government, life, liberty, and estate influences the United States founding documents. The main source of inspiration behind their independence was a book written by Thomas Paine called Common Sense. Published in 1776, Common Sense was the first work at the time to ask for independence from Great Britain. In the book, Paine talked about the fine line between government and society. He states that a government's purpose is to protect life, liberty, and property. At the end of the book, it discussed monarchy. His overall idea about this type of government was no one knows how the king will rule. All they know is that they are putting their own lives and country in the hands of one individual. So by separating themselves, this will help improve their economic rights in almost every aspect of their new founded country. Many have a hard time understanding the meaning behind the Declaration. So to summarize, the document starts off with explaining how a country should rule over its people and how said people have undeniable rights. Rights that should be beheld and respected by their leader, and that is to be respected by all. They go on to explain how the British failed to uphold these rights using examples such as imposing taxes on us without our consent. Due to taxation without representation, they started peacefully protesting, and because of the distancing British officials treated them with, they had to make more hasty decisions and abolish the devotion to the British monarchy and declare their independence. The document is now located in the National Archives building in downtown Washington, D.C. Although America ultimately proclaimed its independence from Great Britain, the British looked at this independence as an act of treason. The Declaration of Independence violates the third law of treason in this statement. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. This action displayed the dedication to the American independence and the disloyalty to the British government. They initially wanted representation in Parliament, not separation from Parliament, but since the former was not achieved, the latter seemed a more realistic goal. When the Declaration of Independence was first drafted, its meaning was behind revolutionary intentions, motives, or views. Now Americans came to honor the Declaration less for its association with independence and more for its assertion that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The individual rights went unmentioned in the Federal Constitution and Bill of Rights. Without the creation of the Declaration of Independence, America as we know it would not be America. We would lose our rights as citizens and our well-established government. So we thank the people who allowed the American dream to be possible.